Alright guys, so somebody made a request for a Nova PvE skill build. This right here is the DPS PvE, and then right here is the farming. So basically the difference between these two is that I took out Karadim's Blessing. So I'll only use Karadim's Blessing whenever it's like boss rushes or world boss. And then I'll take out Karadim's Blessing whenever it comes to actually just farming, whether it's Hadum or an Elion or you're out in the desert or whatever. I just take out Karadim's Blessing because that just takes up a little bit of time. And whenever it comes to farming, you want to be able to be the most efficient as possible. So right here, I'm going over to the skills. Let's see, on Will 1, we have Command Ice Thorns, which is your pawn summon. Then you have Winter's Wrath. You got Command Knight's Charge. You have Glacial Burst. Then you have Affliction and Frenzied Bishop on the last wheel. As you can see now, Command Ice Thorn, if you play Nova, you know that Command Ice Thorn summon the pawn and the knight. Those two summon out and promote your queen. Once you have the queen out in farming, it makes everything quicker. So we're going to do the test run right here. We're going to do the 1 minute lap and see how quick she can farm. As you can see, she has a lot of AoE. And since her mobility has been a little bit improved since the buff update, it's a lot smoother in the transition between her skills, especially straight into Winter's Wrath. A lot of skills have been improved so they can go straight into Winter's Wrath a lot quicker. Because Winter's Wrath is that when she picks up her shield and she slams it down, and that just that skill animation takes a little bit of time as well. So we're farming pretty good. So far we're past 100 before the minute's even up, so that's pretty decent. She has a lot of AoE farming skills. Yeah, that whole AoE mess that she can just cover up, like that Winter's Wrath just pushes and just obliterates everything. So I think we're about to be over with the minute here. Let's see exactly what she gets to. Kills per minute, farming in Hadum. She's getting at around 286, give or take. And now we're going to go into the Hadum boss rush and see how she does in DPS PvE. I'll take note, I know it says 14k, and to some people that might not be anything, but to me that's at least 2k. Yeah, it's about 200. No, it's 2k, it's 2k more than me. Holy shit, just noticed that. I had a moment. But yeah, that's 2k higher than me. But normally, like once you reach at least 11 points, even 11k, if you're using a Nova, even at 11k, you can do Hadum boss rush, mainly because of the shield. Using her Karadim, she's able to just take massive amounts of hits. Now, she's not like every other shield class, like Valkyrie or Gladiator. She's not like that. The Gladiator has the button, Valkyrie constantly has her shield up. With Nova, you have to be up close, very close and personal to be able to use the shield. And if you notice, she'll change her shield stance. She'll like put her shield down. Like if she was like some Roman legion or some Spartan or some shit, she'll like slam her shield down and she'll get into the shield position. That's something, I mean, I like that about her because it gives her a little bit more mobility. I mean, with her being such a tanky class, she needs the mobility. But right here, as you can tell, I'm clearing through the mobs. But you can see how much AoE her skills actually take up. Her skills are taking up a mass amount of space whenever it comes to hitting. And once we get to the boss, I'm going to explain the positioning, because Hadum boss rush, it is pretty difficult if you're not the right CP to do it. If the CP's, 1k or even 2k, if 2k higher than you, you want to be able to do positionings whenever you're facing these bosses. The Nova is pretty great whenever it comes to boss rushes in PvE because of the whole shield thing and because of her AoE. So as you can see, I'm covering an entire wide space area with just all of her skills cover an immense wide space area. Winter's Wrath covers about, I'd say, 3 or 4 of those mobs, and then it pushes even back towards them as well. That, along with all her freezes, her stuns, her knockbacks and knockdowns, all of that. But she has more knockdowns than knockbacks, I've noticed. The only one that does knockback is Winter's Wrath at first, and then it does a knockdown. So as you can see, she's still clearing up all of the AoE, just clearing everything up. It's just smooth transition. We're about to face the boss. Let's see. Of course, lock on target, red nose. So right there, time of positioning. See, you see how the time of positioning I got? Made sure I was in a position where none of his mobs, none of his little lackeys were behind me or around me, and instead I made sure that they stayed behind him while I did damage to him. I was dealing damage to all of his mobs as well behind him because of her mass AoE. Now that allows me to be able to clear the boss and not really have to worry so much about the little lackeys that he's got. Now right there, yeah, they started climbing behind me. Once I saw that, I went over here, and of course, since he's using his little rage thing, I'm gonna go rage mode as well. Why not? You know, why not? We gotta show this red-nosed Shrek imposter what business is. All right. As you can see, there's the shield ability right there, and really the shield, when you're fighting bosses, when you're doing auto, what you can do is just walk forward towards them, like just keep walking forwards, and she'll activate the shield and won't do her auto attacks. That's something that's very helpful as well. And right here, we're about to finish off Red Nose, and bam, baby. Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was informational. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and see you around Elion.